Welcome to your weekend focus for February the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the beautiful love, the positive, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. You guys rock. I send it right back to you. Let's see what the energy is going to be for us this weekend. Seven of Cups. I'm going to wait and see what else we get on the board for that one. Oh, the Five of Cups. The pity party. The fear. The wanting the stability. Wanting the comfort. Wanting the security. Feeling where you don't have the peace of mind. That could come a lot more. And we have the Hermit. Okay. So the Seven of Cups. Let's pick two more. What do we got here? The Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Swords. Now, eights are empowerment, but it usually comes at the price of walking through a lesson in order to gain the wisdom. So there may be a little bit of that this weekend. We start with the Seven of Cups. Now, each one of those cups have something in it, and one is actually empty. So let's fold that up. And some of the things are good, and some of the things are bad. You know, in one we have all these gems and jewelry. Another one is, well, the kingdom, the castle you built. One is love. One is the serpent. We may go into the weekend feeling like we are a little out of balance, or where we are out of balance, that's where our focus tends to go to. Not where we have the balance, but where we need the balance, where we need to strengthen a relationship or walk away from the relationship. Strengthen a situation or walk away from that situation. This could be health, this could be well-being, this could be our spirituality. But I think with this weekend and this card being the first card, it's taking in more than one area of our life. And maybe we are looking to see how it all fits together, or how it all should fit together, or how it can't possibly fit together, and we have to rearrange, we have to tweak, we have to, maybe it's our routine, maybe it's our lifestyle, maybe it's where we spend our free time, our quality time, how we spend it, utilizing it in a different way. Because we have the Five of Cups right next to it. And with the Five of Cups, there's a fear that our dreams won't come true, our goals won't be met, that in some way our happiness will flatline, or anything that we hope to walk into is going to flatline, or there isn't a way forward, or you're tired of the roadblocks being there. So this could be very much a pity party for yourself. This could be very much just a fear that you're not going to be able to move forward in the way you want. And that fear is going to hold you back in some way if you allow it to just be present in your life, to weigh you down. So with this card, and especially with the Hermit right after it, I would have to say that you really need to be conscious this weekend of the beauty that's around you, of what you have to be grateful for, of what you have to work with. Because the Hermit is one who goes into the desert, goes into their cave. And they talk to their heart, they talk to their mind of what they truly want to do going forward, of the plan that we want to manifest one step at a time in our life. And we tap into our intuition, we tap into our higher wisdom. And we understand what changes need to be made, what steps need to be made, and we develop a plan. We devise a plan. We see the things that really need to take a priority in our life in order to invite balance into our life. And that's when we come out of the cave. That's when we come out of the desert. Eight of Cups. Now, this is a beautiful card because this is us actually stepping into a new path. But it's saying that we have to leave things behind in order for this to happen. We're not necessarily closing the door, but with the Tower being so prominent in this past week in the readings, I would have to say it's not going to be an easy decision. I would have to say that it may be something that you really truly don't want to give up in your life, even though you know it weighs you down, even though it still gives you that same sense of security too, or it gives you that same sense of balance. It might be a person, it might be a situation. But I think if you really use the energy properly this weekend, you come to the conclusion that as long as you allow that to stay in your life, you're not going to be able to take those steps forward the way you want. To not step into the magic as much as you would like. You may still be able to walk that path, but it'll be one with heavy energy. One that weighs you down. One that will be a lot harder to walk. Maybe that's the decision we need to make. How hard do we want our path to be going forward? Do we need to be brave now? Do we need to have that courage now to step away from something that we know is weighing us down? It's dissipating our energy. Eight of Swords. It's our perception. You know, when you first look at this, she is tied up, she is bound, there's swords surrounding her. There is no way she can go forward. Yes, she can. First of all, she's not even tied. It's not really keeping, and if she took off the blindfold, she'd see that her hands are free, her legs are free. She and the swords are really behind her or by their side, depending on your perception here, but she can still go completely forward. There is nothing blocking her. And it's understanding where we have limited ourselves in some way in thinking that we couldn't take that step. We couldn't do that because of this, that, or the other thing, whatever your reasons may be. Let's get a Journey of Love card here. So it's gaining new perceptions. It's realizing where we have limited ourselves. Put that rule into place about what has to be and what can't be in our lives in order for us to be able to feel that balance, understand that balance in our life. So it's going with the flow. It's being open to a unique way of thinking, or having more of a faith in yourself or God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. We have the cosmic butterfly 39. 3 plus 9, or 3 plus 6 is 9. 36 is the number. 3 plus 6 is 9. Endings, completions, letting go. The cosmic butterfly. The breeze of the butterfly's wings caresses the stillness of my thoughts and awakens feelings that course through my veins, like the whale's song to the ocean depths. There wells in me a knowing and a wonder for what is yet to be. Now, isn't that fitting? Okay, let's read the little write-up here. The cosmic butterfly, you are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother. On fire with her creative power, you are being transformed whilst living. to surrender certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallest of your everyday life while admitting to the magnificent of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you into a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, and creating again. And this is your sacred task. Life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but certainly will feel exciting as you enter yet into another cycle of rebirth. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. This is treading with the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons to you now. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it's falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You're going through a rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and truly being alive, can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now, and know that what you are leaving behind is all but a shell that will once have held your fast emerging new self. I can't even add to that. And that's, between and the tower, it just shone in my head the whole time for that. We've had the tower so much this week. So we could be feeling like we are falling apart. When we do need to be thankful for the things that we do have in our life and how to bring it all into balance and what needs to go as well. I think that's part of it this week, is knowing what we have to walk away from. And we might have thought of that thing or that person as our security blanket. But when we take that blindfold off, when we truly look at the situation by being the hermit, by meditation, by prayer, by reflection, by taking that step back, we see the possibility of how we can emerge as the cosmic butterfly. Now let's get an animal card here. Oh, we didn't even do the angels yet, did we? So it's a strong weekend for us. It's a beautiful, empowering one that shows us our courage, how we can be, pardon me, brave, strong, and true to ourselves. We have the Six of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends, rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Embrace your inner child. Tap into what makes you happy, makes you feel empowered, raises your vibration. And yes, when possible, do it through other people, whether it's new friends or rekindled relationships. We have the Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision, overanalyzing a problem, and find a compromise. And Two of Michael is here to say sometimes we need to compromise, yes, in our life in order to go forward. If we have been creating a wall of, I can't do that, I will not do that, I refuse to step into that, understand your reasonings for that. Was it just a fear coming to the front and keeping you back a little bit? Remember, we are hardwired that new things, unknown things, should automatically bring in that sense of fear into our nervous system. We get that fight or flight. And it can come off so soft that we don't realize that that is what it is. Or it can come on where we really feel like you have to make a decision, you have to move now, you have to be running or fleeing or fighting. And sometimes we're just overanalyzing things. Sometimes we start thinking of the scenarios over and over again, and because we're not making a decision, we're inviting more negativity into the situation that needs to be. Face it, deal with it, move on. The Chariot, determination and self-control. And I really think that there's a lot of self-control that needs to be had this weekend here. Just because we have the Hermit right in the middle, and the Hermit is one that really doesn't make any fast movements. It's very methodic, it's very thought out, it's very well planned, it's very spiritual, it's very grounded. So then we have the Chariot, determination and self-control. So get determined about where you want to go. And then understand what you control in your life and how you are going to control it in a way that is favorable for you, that is positive for you, that you can use as a positive energy to go forward. You hold the reins here. The Queen of Michael, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. You know exactly what to do. And maybe it is time for career over relationships. Maybe it is growing your independence outside of the relationship that makes the relationship actually stronger. Although I do think that relationships are incredibly important. Friendships, partnerships, and how we are connected. And maybe we don't need to focus as much on the relationship as we do upon maybe a goal, a career move, a new business, raising your stature in the community, doing a better job within the home or the community. You know exactly what to do. If you look deep inside, you know exactly what it is you need to do. It's whether or not you're going to be honest with yourself this weekend. And decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So raise your confidence, believe in yourself. Understand your empowerment that you came here with, that's already inside of you, waiting for you to unleash it to the world. To be your best, to stand proud for who you are, the beautiful parts of you, and yes, your flaws as well. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Easy said, hard to do. I need to detox. Look at all those beautiful messages. No, I guess they're birds, but look at that beautiful castle in the background. The purple flowers in bloom, the spirituality. You're dressed in the purple of the spirituality. So tap into your intuition, trust trust your wisdom that you've already gained on this path. I think we had one of the cards said that. Tap into that. You know what the decision needs to be. An animal card, and then we will use this energy to move forward. So I think it's a lot about our security, about what we have around us, of what brings us peace of mind, and what we have around us that disrupts our energy, pulls down our energy. Like the last card said, it is the time to I need to detox and release what holds you back. We have the little mouse in the hammock back for deep rest. So it's okay to take a backward step, to be the hermit, to take some time out to reflect, for meditation, for prayer. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass, under the trees on a summer day, listening to the murmur of water or watching the clouds float across the sky, is by no means a waste of time. Mao says that it's time for you to take time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go. After all, that is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something that you enjoy, that is completely frivolous and fun. It could be just an afternoon laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, or playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It is a time of restoring your spirit. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, but just quieting your mind. Take some time by grounding yourself, take a yoga class, garden, fish, spend time in nature. Spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating and just being in the moment. You don't have to physically be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Stop pushing yourself forward, and actually think about that next step forward and plan it, and understand that you hold within you all the capabilities of creating a successful path forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.